and I'm so excited you're here. Are you ready to get started? Because we are jumping in right now. Today's workshop is called Women's Body Breakthrough, the 5 shifts women use to get the body of their dreams and the confidence to go with it. We're going to cut straight to the good stuff and cut through any fluff. Now, who is this for? This workshop has been designed for busy women who have been putting business and family ahead of their health and now finally ready to put themselves first. So, if you consider yourself an entrepreneur, consultant, marketer, sales professional, coach in another niche, business owner, and consider yourself a high performer, then pay very close attention. You've been successful at business and other areas of your life, but your body has taken a backseat to get there. You are tired of wasting your limited time on ineffective workout programs and wonky fad diets that only seem to confuse you. You understand your time is very important, and living in a body you are confident in will only improve your success. You know that losing 25 pounds or more will instantly skyrocket your success and allow you to do what you do best in life. This is going to be the best 45 minutes you'll be spending working on your health. In the next 45 minutes, we will cover how dropping 25 or more unwanted pounds will profoundly shift how you think and feel about yourself. You'll be excited living in a body you love, which causes radical increase in confidence that leaves you excited to jump out of the bed, all while not dieting yourself to death. Or how about cut through all the fad diets and excessive exercise routines? They're just confusing and they keep you feeling stuck in a body you can't stand to be in any longer. You'll learn all of this without gimmicks, cutting carbs, or giving up your favorite foods. How to tighten and tone up your body so you feel sexy and confident when you look in the mirror, smiling at what you see without spending hours in the gym. How to finally fit back into clothing that has you feeling fabulous within weeks rather than continuing to buy larger sizes that only feel frumpy and undesirable. And lastly, super simple steps that help you get control of your diet and not only lose the weight and keep it off, but will help reduce and maybe even get off any health related medications. Medications for high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, heart disease, even anxiety and depression when it comes to weight issues. These are things that women are dealing with right now. Real quick, I found some of those areas to be what most women are looking to learn more about. Is this the same for you? If so, then my promise to you is this: a simple step by step strategy to help drop 25 pounds or more, reach the body of your dreams, and have the confidence go with it. Let's set down some house rules right now. First of all, this is not some magic pill you'll take to magically get unbelievable results. Also, more importantly, we never focus on quick fixes, but spend our time creating sustainable solutions for women. Lastly, you'll see extraordinary women reach results that aren't typical. They worked hard and earned their results and their success. Your success or lack thereof is 100% up to you. But first, I just wanted to take a moment and check in with you because I want to see where you are at. Does this sound like you? Have you ever tried on a pair of pants that you once loved to wear that just doesn't fit anymore? You know, those favorite skinny jeans are folded deep in the closet. Getting dressed every day leaves you drained because your body bursts out of your work clothes and looks unflattering, possibly even embarrassing. Do you ever get started in your workout only to get interrupted with the other 8 things that you have to do? Regardless of it's with the office or your family, this leaves you frustrated because you just want to work out but always have to do other things for everyone else. Ever sit down on the couch after a busy nonstop day feeling mentally drained and physically exhausted to never move again the rest of the night? You wonder where the motivation and energy will come from to get you active again and not keep you stuck binge watching your favorite but unnecessary Netflix show? Ever feel like, despite your attempts to eat healthier, someone is always sticking sweets and treats in your face, whether at home or the office? This wears down your willpower and motivation to eat that healthy meal you intended. You simply find yourself falling off track again and again. Oftentimes, you give up for today and look to start tomorrow, or better yet, how about next Monday? Do you feel like other people are judging you for how you look? Oftentimes, thinking less of your abilities and gossip or say comments behind your back about your physical looks. This not only hurts your feelings, but causes you to become upset and frustrated with how others interact with you. Being a leader in your family and in the workplace suffers greatly. Having that confidence in front of the room when you're presenting just doesn't seem to be there any longer. Each year you say things like, I got this, or this time I'm going to do it. But in reality, you keep gaining weight. This leaves you burnt out, struggling to believe that you actually can do it because you never uphold your promise to yourself by following through on the weight loss goals. Sure, all of those things are important to think about, but what's most important and the truth of the matter is, do you ever wonder if you'll find the right solution to fix your body, or will you have to live overweight and unfulfilled the rest of your life? If any of that sounds like you, then I have good news. None of those things that we just talked about are the real problem. They are just the symptoms. What the real problem is that you haven't made what I call the shifts, and we will talk about those in just a second. Once you make them, you'll be going from hoping and praying that you'll improve your health and body weight to being in complete control of your nutrition and fitness. You'll be filled with excitement when looking in the mirror and will be proud of yourself for the effort you've made to lose that weight and get the toned up body you've always wanted. You'll be confident and comfortable in your new wardrobe, simply thrilled with how your clothes look and feel, wearing what you choose rather than just wearing something that barely fits. Speaking of energy, what would it be like if you had non-stop energy that allowed you to get all of your work done with a clear mind by avoiding that afternoon brain fog and energy drop? And you'll be humbled by all the compliments you receive from friends and family about the new you. They will notice that you have made significant efforts to change your lifestyle and ask what you did that made the difference. Nothing's better than going down the hall at the office and people saying, hey, well, you look great. What's going on? Those are really exciting things for women to hear. Lastly, you'll be excited to finally maintain a new healthy lifestyle effortlessly. Staying in the shape you want, eating nutritious foods, feeling full of energy to do whatever you want to do, and never have to struggle again. What would it be like to finally live like that? But first, I want to take a brief time out again to let you know who I am and why you should pay attention to what I'm presenting on this workshop. Who am I? I've been a professional in the fitness and nutrition field for the last 17 years, where I have countless degrees and certifications, like 15 plus. I've owned 2 gyms and worked with thousands of women throughout my career to get them the targeted results they desire. Women who are busy business professionals, business owners, women who love to travel, women who are family oriented, helping them drop unwanted weight, overcoming their fears, doubts, and obstacles around their body image and beyond. Results have been from losing 50 pounds plus, fit into their clothing they haven't worn in over 10 years, reaching the Boston Marathon, balancing work-life stress with confidence. They've received multiple bonuses at work due to the increased energy and productivity they've gained, and probably one of the coolest, helped Betsy Finley become a CrossFit World Champion. My specialty is creating simple systems that make getting the dream body and confidence simple, enjoyable, and sustainable for women. Let's not forget my youngest daughter, Emmeline. She inspires me every day, and as a father, it's my responsibility to raise her to be a strong, independent, and confident woman as she grows. I want her to live a life with passion every day. She is the main driver behind what I do and how I serve my clients to the best I can. Now, roll up your sleeves. Let's get ready to take notes as I take a moment to tell you how I discovered the 5 shifts. I've been doing this for a long time. I've had experience of working with thousands of clients over the last 17 plus years, read thousands of articles, from research articles to relevant blog posts to consulting with colleagues in my field, and over time I started to notice a huge pattern of how some women were able to radically change their bodies and lives while others simply stayed the same. They struggled, lacked the self-worth to know that they deserved that change too. Over time, I really looked at the difference between those women who had gotten the success they wanted despite the busy schedule, despite all the responsibilities, and I realized that there were 5 things that the highly successful women were doing and everyone else wasn't. And once I applied those 5 steps to every one of my clients, they too were able to realize the shifts they needed to get amazing results, losing 20 to 30 to 40 or more pounds, having confidence go through the roof with how they look and feel, all while most importantly connecting to their true self once again. The bottom line is this: there are 5 key shifts that you must make to get into great shape while having the confidence you've always wanted and loving yourself once again. And I'll walk you through all those 5 shifts right now. They make a big difference. Shift number 1 is called put down the books and stop Googling. It focuses all about health, fitness, and nutrition. All right, so many people have what I call shelf help. This is when you buy a book, a program, or course that gives you access to the information or videos, but it's missing a key component of support and accountability to make sure that you finally follow through on your intentions. Now think about how many books you've read, or subscriptions to magazines you have, or diets you followed, exercise routines that you've tried, or monthly renewing fitness programs you might be subscribed through an app. But let's also consider the money you've spent over the years on health improvement programs where you simply haven't done any of what was recommended, or you honestly never got around to opening the package because something got in the way, such as being busy. This could be thousands of dollars. So even if you have all the information you need, why are you still upset and unsatisfied with your current state of health and the way your body looks? Google isn't even going to help you much here either. Google search the word diet, and you will instantly have access to millions of results which all seem to refute each other. Here's what Google will tell you. There's a lot here. Weight Watchers is the best. Ketogenic diet is the best thing since sliced bread. Carbs make you gain weight. Do the 30-day detox. Juice cleanses, balance your system. Start fasting to drop weight fast. Protein is bad for your kidneys. Organic foods are the safest way to eat. Drink shakes to lose weight. I'm sure you've heard all of those before. A lot of this information isn't necessarily backed by science or even common sense and is seen as contradictory to itself. It sends you into paralysis by analysis, which on Wikipedia means is a state of overanalyzing or overthinking a situation so that a decision or action is never taken. In effect, paralyzing the outcome, and you sit there and do nothing. So after you spent the better part of a week trying to figure out which diet is the best, you don't do anything with all that information. That's all that happens when you're trying to learn and do this stuff on your own. Here's what Google advice will have you do. Cut out carbs because they make you fat. Reduce fats because high-fat diets cause heart disease. Too much protein will damage your kidneys and livers. Confused yet? Avoid fruits because of the sugar. Stop eating vegetables due to the pesticides and toxins. Guess what? You'll lose weight when you don't eat anything at all. Now, if you get this wrong, you'll only be adding to the mountain of information you already have. What's another unopened magazine with the same regurgitated info to add to the pile? Or physical issues such as increased body fat in unwanted places. Hormones get thrown out of whack. Insomnia, spending days worth of sleepless nights. Your metabolism slows down to a crawl. Increased aches and pains for your joints and muscles. Potentially getting sick easier. Having zero energy that leaves you fatigued throughout the day when you need to be highly productive, say at an important business meeting or that 2-3 o'clock time of the day. Extremely unmotivated to do anything. Disordered eating behavior. And at worst, life-threatening diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and cholesterol. To be even more alarmed, and going back to the point about spending thousands of dollars, do you know that Americans spend over $112,000 on their health and fitness during their lifetime, and it's getting worse? Research from Groupon revealed American women spend nearly $250,000 on their appearance in their lifetime, their clothes, makeup, other accessories to make them look better. Proof that Americans are willing to spend money more when it comes to their health. As you can see, women are seeking out solutions for their health, fitness, nutrition, and their bodies. But here, if you get this right, you'll have a long-term success strategy for your health that's easily maintained. You never have to buy another diet book or follow another exercise program again. You'll be able to easily sustain a healthy diet that fueled your body to a healthy, happy weight that you are excited about. You'd be happy with your workout routine and know that it would fit your lifestyle without having to use willpower or motivate yourself, like getting yourself all pumped up and motivated to live an active, healthy lifestyle. Stuff becomes easy. The shift happens when you go from gathering information to actually applying it. What I want from you right now is commitment. You need to pull into support and accountability to help you get away from shelf help and get yourself towards what your ideal self is. Getting all the information simply doesn't work. Speaking of cutting through all the information, here's a fabulous woman who stepped up and applied what she learned while we worked together. Stephanie came to me wanting help losing weight that had been hanging around for too long. She felt that I could help guide her and give her the support she needed. Now, do know that she has tried all sorts of things prior to this, from fad diets to a variety of exercise programs. We can talk out about her Facebook post here. I'm declaring today Tell the Truth Tuesday. It goes on to say, since July, I am down 22 pounds, 2 pant sizes, and so many inches I stopped counting. As amazing as all that is, Brian helped not only with workouts, but with understanding food too. And accountability is huge for me. So there is a lot of what was going on with our work. I'm very proud of her efforts and the results she was able to make. So stop the confusion. Get the right help now so that you don't have to get wrapped up in shift number 2, which is a reflection of yourself from the inside out. And that's don't trust the mirror. The mirror is representative of all sorts of areas in your life, from the obvious physical to the mental and emotional. Think of the last time you stood in front of a mirror. How did it feel? Many women are uncomfortable in their own skin. They fixate on their body image and try endless diets, excessive fitness routines, implants, hair extensions, new shoes, and weight loss surgery, but it's never enough. I believe that when most women look into the mirror, They see every insecurity they have built up in their psyche their entire lives. They will stand there and literally start cutting themselves down. I've heard these exact phrases from clients before. I'm too fat. I'm not attractive. I'm not good enough. And why is this? Well, there are a couple reasons. When it comes to health, the consequences for women range from poor health related diseases, financial costs, all the way through mental and emotional pain. This is what we find. In the study from the journal JAMA, 40% of women in the US are considered overweight. An estimated 13.4 million women have been diagnosed with diabetes. Did you know that those diagnosed with diabetes incur an average medical expenditures of about $13,700 per year? Or how about nearly 300,000 women die due to the effects of heart disease? The average cost of heart disease per year is about $19,000 per patient. Migraines plague overly stressed women and often leave them debilitated for one or more days, which totally shuts down their daily progress. Migraines affect 28 million women, and they experience them from 2 to 4 or more times per month. Depression can lead to medications such as Zoloft, which only treat the symptoms rather than the main issues, and never truly help in the long run. Depression causes an average loss of $10,000 per year in income by age 50. Anxiety causes crippling social interactions that often leave women mentally shut down. This inhibits their ability to make healthy choices for themselves. Now you can see how having poor health will automatically affect your self-esteem. Nearly 85% of women say they opt out of important life activities such as participating in a social event, engaging with family, close relationships, especially when they don't feel good about the way they look. Up to 91% of all women who are unhappy with their bodies resort to dieting. Some of these women will consider gastric surgery. Nearly 150,000 women will get gastric surgery this year. Gastric surgery costs between $15,000 and $25,000 and could be paid out of pocket, a majority of that depending on your insurance. Close to 80% of women feel that the images in the media portraying women makes them feel insecure. Our culture, media, and the internet all play huge roles in the outlook women are having nowadays. 40% of women said they would and could consider cosmetic surgery in the future. Average cost of most cosmetic surgeries cost between $7,000 and $10,000. Women are suffering and needlessly spending money to look and feel a certain way. So, what happens if you get this wrong? They'll look in the mirror and only see wrinkles, back fat, thick thighs, or muffin tops, which then develops worse self-esteem issues. It reminds them of all the negative comments that were said to them by friends and family themselves. They don't always feel like they aren't good enough. The negative images that flash in their head affect other areas of their life, like their relationship with their significant other. They simply don't feel sexy or attractive anymore. Or how about in the marketplace when they constantly focus on what others think of them? Or if they work for themselves, not having the true and utmost confidence in their abilities to serve their clients at the highest level they can. Well, if you drop the weight and keep it off, you'll start showing up far more confident than you ever thought you could be. Your health improves, energy increases, and you'll go on adventures you once hesitated to go on. This is when life actually becomes exciting because you are happy. Here is when the shift happens. As I said before, your mind is a mirror of who you actually are and feel yourself to be. You must stop confusing what you look like with who you are. Become someone who knows their self-worth is tied up in what they think about themselves and not what society does. You'll accept the responsibility to lose the weight once and for all. You'll set healthy boundaries that raise your standards of health and serve you better. You'll trust yourself more with the decisions you make. Your family and work relationships will dramatically improve. I've seen it in women. They've even made more money when they get their groove back. Just ask me about how Tiffany got a promotion and a large pay raise 10 weeks into our work together. Just remember, results are based on your efforts. Confident women don't stay in unhealthy relationships, especially if it's with themselves. This leads me to a story about Kara. Kara had been following my posts after getting welcomed into the Women's Body Breakthrough Facebook group. She'd admit that she was kind of the stalker in there and didn't do anything more than read my posts, which is fine. You know, the kind of 3 foot, I'm just looking distance at Starbucks. Interested, but not ready to commit to ordering anything. Kind of like that. She changed her mind after a handful of posts that kept pushing her buttons in a good, motivating way. She was hoping to lose at least 15 pounds that she's been working on for the last 10 years. But more importantly, she felt a little lost in the direction she was heading. She always struggled working in a high stress attorney, which is a very demanding job, and she's been there for over a decade, sacrificing food, sleep, and her health. Like so many, she was beyond busy, and her body paid for the years of neglect. To say she had coffee running through her veins was an understatement. What we were able to accomplish with Kara was nothing short of amazing. She began to realize who she was, why losing the weight was a must, and what she actually stood for. Bottom line, her food cleaned up, her exercise became consistent, she dropped 28 pounds in 12 weeks, and her confidence in herself went through the roof. Stress at work seemed to fade away. She shared with me how one of our group calls had made such a difference. She had so much appreciation for my heart to coach, my ever expanding knowledge, and overwhelming compassion that thanks didn't seem enough. It was a pleasure to see Kara step up for herself and take control of her weight once and for all. So, when you look in the mirror, having confidence in the body you see, you'll see a big smile on your face. You'll be happy and content as can be. Shift number 3 deals with what I call my secret weapon that my clients use to start transforming their bodies and their lives. Stop! You're doing too much. Bronnie Ware is the Australian blogger of the 2011 book, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. She writes that the regret she heard most often was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. The second regret was, I wish I didn't work so hard. Hopefully, you can see these powerful statements you don't want to relate to either. In today's society, we drive ourselves to the point of no return to work hard for someone else and live a life we are expected to. Do you find yourself and in your life overwhelmed with the sheer stress from the amount of work that you need to accomplish in a 24-hour period? You're overextended from juggling schedules of children, significant others, social events, or home responsibilities. You tense up when you see the household chores piling up like a mountain of dishes in the sink no one will do, or the endless laundry basket that you never see the bottom of. Do you feel overcommitted in every area of your life except for your health? The busyness of the day cuts out the one most important part of your world, and that's taking time for your personal health. So stop! The power of choice comes into play here. Evaluate exactly what non-essentials you are doing in your day and figure out how to eliminate them. The more women I talk to, the more unhappy they are. You aren't your to-do list. You're not a short order chef. You're not a family taxi. You aren't the busy schedule that leaves no time for yourself. So don't wake up 10 years from now feeling the same as you do right now, overwhelmed and unsatisfied as well. America is the culture of busy. Success is defined by accomplishment and an overly busy schedule to go with it. One of the dangers of embracing America's culture of busy is that it leads to increased levels of stress, and stress in itself is a very complex concept. Stress can be positive or negative. However, the body doesn't know the difference between good stress and bad stress. To the body, stress is stress, and it reacts with the same physical reaction, the fight or flight response. The fight or flight response helps you address perceived threats and cope with the demands of life, career, and family. Now, we aren't getting chased by lions or tigers or bears these days, but when women are exposed to long term chronic stress, as when they're always busy, the body becomes overstressed, creating health problems such as weight gain, heart disease, headaches, migraines, stomach problems, to name a few. All these things can have or they're just simply results of chronic stress, as can mental problems like anxiety, depression, irritability, insomnia, and lack of focus. Are you experiencing any of these symptoms of stress? There is no way that you will lose any weight if you're suffering from these issues. Your body simply won't change. You'll never drop the 25 plus pounds and keep it off. Now, I can't overstate how important it is to make time for yourself, even when you are at your busiest. Here's the old way that most women get stuck into the busyness of life. It's easy for a woman to feel pressure to be as successful as possible, take care of everyone in their life, as well as watch their weight, get enough sleep, and eat well, and have relationships with girlfriends, family, or even volunteer. The problem is, soon you're 40 and all you've done for 10 years is get up at 6 to get ready for work, to get home from work by 6, to cook a fast dinner for the family. The evening is filled with kids running around, and then you conk out by 10 p.m. only to repeat the next day. You'll do all of this while not taking care of your health. Here's what it looks like. First off, just want to say that this chart kind of reminds me of a donut. What was going to be the get up and go workout in the morning turns into you hitting the snooze button 3 times before you finally roll out of bed. Or the after work fatigue sets in, leaves you feeling quote unquote tired at the end of the day, passing the gym on your way home. Don't forget the dreaded couch position. You know, the once you sit down on the couch, you aren't moving anymore feeling. Because you skipped exercise today, it starts to leave you feeling even more unmotivated to get to the gym tomorrow. Even the I'll start on Monday statement falls flat on its face. If you do make it to the gym, all you end up doing is cardio because that's all you know how to do, and you get interrupted by other people, or you get bored and simply cut it short. And there is an overwhelming sense of intimidation to do anything else, especially when it comes to lifting weights. As with the diet, you'll eat something you banish from your lips and throw your hands up in the air to quote unquote start again on Monday. You give up the rest of the week, even if it's just Tuesday. And once you skip one healthy meal, it's easy to revert to the quick and easy fast food options. You and the scale have it out for each other. Or how about clothing sizes going up and up, all while your motivation goes down and down? Here's the new way. You actually schedule time in your day. Just imagine exercise becoming a priority because you realize how much better you feel when doing it. You'll become a fat burning machine. Then you'll get those form fitting jeans on once again, all while loving the scale. When you have a strong and fit body, you'll be way more productive and proactive, which will open you up to so many more opportunities and possibilities far beyond just your health, but in your career and your family. You'll find yourself hanging out with more positive people and doing fun-filled activities. That's when the anxiety, depression, shame, guilt begin to melt away. You'll be able to let go of things and issues easier knowing that it doesn't need to end in a panic attack. One parting word of encouragement. According to the Real Simple magazine happiness study, 65% of women who say they're, quote, very happy make time for themselves. Esmeralda did just this. She shifted her time priorities and dropped over 30 pounds. Let's learn more about how she did it. As a very busy traveling professional, Esmeralda would seem to be out of the country more than she was in it, and she just wasn't okay with that any longer. Esmeralda confided in me that she was exhausted from long plane rides, lack of healthy food options, and the lack of physical activity from the busy schedule due to her work. She had been putting on weight for a few years now before we met without success in any other program. She was frustrated, overweight, and discouraged. As we started working together, self-care became a priority, from watching the food she would eat to scheduling exercise despite being in another country. As a consequence of losing over 30 pounds, she had the courage to leave her time and energy draining job to go to a team in her company that valued her skills and input. She ultimately realized the environment she was living and working in needed to change, and I'm so proud of her for taking action to get herself to the next step in her life, which is total transformation. She's now living in Tennessee, she's engaged, and her world is completely different from when it was when we first met. P.S. One of her most exciting accomplishments she shared with me is fitting into normal knee-high boots. She hadn't worn a pair of these in many years. Be more like Esmeralda. Stop doing the things you don't want to do. The fourth shift is all about your lifestyle. I call it be selfish. You are your daily habits. You are what you think. You experience what you allow into your world. Don't believe me? Let's stack all the tiny decisions you made in the last 20 years. Were these decisions built upon maintaining a healthy, active lifestyle, eating plenty of vegetables, getting enough rest? Do you choose to have a positive outlook on life? Do you generally make good decisions when it comes to important decisions? Enjoy your decision for what you do for work? How about exercise? How many times do you hit the gym or just exercise regularly throughout the week? Or did your decisions keep you up too late? Do you maintain a very stressful job? Did you skip workouts because you just don't have time? You maintain stressful relationships? Do you regularly skip meals, drive through fast food restaurants, and drink high calorie foods? Always in a bad mood? Now, let's fast forward 5 to 10 years to look at how you are living. And let's say that things really haven't gotten any better than they are now. In fact, they actually get worse. You spend all that time neglecting your health, body weight is at an all-time high, while confidence is at an all-time low. What's it costing you to stay stuck in your current lifestyle? Are you unhappy with how winded you are going up the stairs? Or how about trouble bending over, tying your shoes, and putting on clothes that don't fit? Have you added more unwanted weight and body fat to your back, your waist, and your thighs? Still last on your daily list, never making time for yourself? Is that little voice in your head telling you very negative things? Here's where this selfish shift becomes so much more powerful. You believe it's about the exercise or the diet or having more time. You believe it's about what, when, how, but I'm here to say it's most importantly about who. And that's you. When you are selfishly focusing your energy on yourself towards your personal health, fitness, and nutrition, you thrive in life. I know it sounds odd, but focusing on you is the key to go. Let's take Dana, for example. I share Dana's inspiring story because as a single mother of two, she had enough of feeling the same miserable way she did for 15 years. Her weight was at an all-time high of 230 pounds and her confidence at an all-time low. Her 14 pant size were going up, all while her energy shrank as the day grew longer, no matter how much coffee she drank. She came to me having a deep desire to change, but didn't know what the first steps were to her body transformation. She didn't understand how shifting her nutrition into something that gave her energy rather than taking it from her. Through our work together, she was finally given the support she needed to say yes to herself. She was encouraged and inspired. Her children started asking for more vegetables. I know, it's shocking. The negative relationships started falling off because they were unable to identify and commiserate with the older image she had. At work, her productivity went through the roof. She was not only being recognized by the leadership, but she also received multiple bonuses and a pay raise as a result of her transformation. As far as physical transformation, she dropped over 50 pounds, went from a size 14 to a size 8 pant size, which resulted in a whole new wardrobe. What woman wouldn't like new form-fitting clothes that show off all the great parts of their redefined body? Dana is one of my favorite transformations as she stepped up, took charge of her own results, and did the work. Which brings me to shift number 5. Don't do it alone. How many New Year's resolutions have you not reached your goal? How many exercise routines have you tried on your own? How many diet programs have you started and stopped? Most women I encounter and talk to every day have done all of the above and still don't feel confident in their body. Often they started a program without truly being all in. They didn't understand what obstacles would come up or how hard it would be to juggle all the things. These programs also lack the support to help you follow through on what you wanted for yourself. If you continue to go at it alone, it could cost you years of your life, increased risk of disease as you age into your late 50s and 60s. It could cost you more sick time, doctor's visits, thousands in medical care costs. That could equal up to $500 to $3,000 per month or more depending on your health care, or even an early death. It could cost you relationships. Not intimately connecting with your significant other often wears down your connection or relationship between you two. Missing out on spending quality time with your children or grandchildren. Missing out on social events and opportunities. It could cost you missed opportunities you don't even realize you're missing out on, like expanding your business or employment promotions. Not bringing your positive, productive energy to work holds you back. This could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. The cost and time is priceless. So, don't do it alone. Find an expert coach that knows what they are doing to help you reach your dream body and provide much needed support and accountability. I personally invested nearly $100,000 on my personal development through education, coaches, mentors, and programs. Every time it was a big decision, and I've never regretted any of those powerful decisions I've made. It's pushed me so much further than I would have been able to go on my own. By getting an expert coach to help you through a powerful life change that will show you how to make things easier, less stressful, and sustainably. Coaches create the space you need to get the insights and clarity towards what your true goals are to reach the body you really want. This happens by setting boundaries for a safe environment to bridge the gap and support your efforts. An inspiring coach will also bring together a powerful group of like-minded women who are also looking to improve not only their bodies and nutrition, but will see how empowering the effect is when everyone else is supporting you too. I've had so much more success when providing a group environment with the women I've worked with. Now, when looking for a coach, follow these rules. Find someone who's getting the exact results you want. Make sure their clients are getting the exact results you want. And make sure they have a process for you to do the same thing just for you. Then do whatever it takes to get that person to solve your health problems and achieve your goals and dreams starting today. No need to wait any longer. So today, I promised I would share with you a simple step-by-step strategy to reach the body of your dreams and the confidence to go with it. How dropping 25 or more unwanted pounds will profoundly shift how you think and feel about yourself. How to cut through all the fad diets and excessive exercise routines that are just confusing and keep you feeling stuck in the body you can't stand to be in any longer. How to tighten and tone up your body so you feel sexy and confident when you look in the mirror, smiling at what you see. How to finally fit back into clothing that has you feeling fabulous within weeks. And lastly, super simple steps that help you get control of your diet and not only lose the weight and keep it off, but will help reduce and maybe even get off health related medications. Here's what you need to succeed and the shifts you must make. Put down the books, stop Googling. Don't trust the mirror. Stop. You're doing too much. Be selfish. And lastly, don't do it alone. These 5 shifts alone will have you excited about finally dropping the unwanted weight once and for all. Now you have a choice. So we've gone through the 5 shifts you needed to create a better body and better health starting now. And there are only really 2 options you have after today. You can take all the information that I've given you and stay stuck in some unhealthy habits that have gotten you to this point. Keep buying the diet books and continue to fail. Keep watching your weight and clothes size creep up and up year after year. And maybe you'll go on a crash diet to lose some weight, but you'll gain it all back and more. Always be tired, no matter how many cups of coffee you've had. You'll sign up for another gym membership at the beginning of the year because this is your year to change. Keep avoiding social events and watching life pass you by. Keep looking in the mirror and being disappointed with how you look and feel with no real plan to improve that image. Miss out on excelling in your career. Or you could choose to actually do something about where you are now and actually create a real health transformation to begin the healthiest and happiest years of your life. You'll be excited to enjoy moving and incorporating exercise regularly into your lifestyle. Buying smaller clothing sizes that fit your new toned body. Receive compliment after compliment from all of the hard work. You'll walk around with confidence that shows up for you when you're at work and get that promotion or hire on that new client. You'll be more excited to spend more intimate times with your husband or partner. You can be just like one of the testimonials I shared earlier in today's training. And then thank yourself once you have finally achieved and reached your goals. If that's what you want, then here's what I have for you. I've set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak with you personally about how you can apply these shifts into your health starting today. The truth is, everybody's bodies and health are unique. There are no 2 people on the planet with the same situations. We need to get on the phone together so we can map out exactly what the next best steps are. Know that whatever your biggest challenges are, I've seen them and know how to overcome them. So we will get on the phone for about 45 minutes. On this session, I will work with you to nail down what's been stopping you, clarify your goals and desires, and then create a simple step-by-step plan to have the success in your health and body that you've always dreamed of. It doesn't matter if success is losing 50 pounds or you're looking to make your health a priority in your life and don't seem to know how to make that happen for yourself. It doesn't matter when you're coming from with your nutrition and the food you eat. It doesn't matter if you are suffering from heart disease or an injury. These are things that we can work through and overcome. When you come on the call, I'll get you clear on number one, why now is the time to take care of your body. Number two, how to create a fitness and nutrition plan that will actually work for you. Number three, help you understand how to actually put yourself first. And the cost of this is absolutely free. So you must be committed to creating the healthy lifestyle you've always hoped and dreamed for. You must be sick and tired of where you've been for years and ready to be responsible to improving your health and confidence. You must show up coachable, decisive, and resourceful, willing to do the work that's intended to help you make these goals happen. If that's you, book a session now. You've made it this far, and you know that it's so important to push past any obstacles or objections you may be having. You may wonder why I'm doing this. I do this because I'm an expert in helping people get back to a level of health that fulfills them, living a life that is fun and exciting. This is how I can contribute back to the world. Plus, I know that you might want my help to help transform your health and life. If so, we can discuss it and see if it's a good fit for both of us. And if not, that's fine too. So, if you want to book a call with me, then go to brianpirana.com/apply. Spaces are limited, so sign up now. Go to the website link to apply for your space. I also have a button that you can click on that will take you directly to the sign up page. Also, once this training ends, you'll be able to go to the sign up page as well automatically. So if you see that button pop up, just click it. When you click that button, you'll see my calendar page with all of my times and my available appointments just for you. Pick whichever time works best for you. After that, you'll be taken to a really short application that's like 6 questions. You can fill them out really quickly. Once you're done, there we will get on the call and with your appointment and do it at the time that you picked. So it'll be really simple. So click on brianpirana.com/apply. It'll send you there. Now, first, what I want to do in our final moments together, I want to tell you a story about Tiffany and how she transformed her life. She was 3 years ago, her husband had experienced a stroke. So Tiffany became the sole breadwinner, and not only that, but the sole caretaker. And she has 4 teenage daughters. Now, with Tiffany, that's a lot. With anyone, that'd be a tremendous amount. So you can only imagine that sleep suffered, her self-awareness and self-care suffered, and she was pretty stressed out. So with our focus, we turned the mirror back on her, and she really began to focus on getting more sleep, focus on that self-care, making it a priority that she feeds herself good, healthy food that would give her energy. She would start working out to then make her stronger and more capable and give her more energy. She started losing weight, and the wild thing was that about 10 weeks in, she ended up getting a work promotion. It was 2 rungs up on her career ladder. She said that it would take about 3 additional years of experience to qualify for that position, and that she'd have to finish her PhD to get that, which wasn't the case. So it was a wild transformation where she got a work promotion and a pay raise. And Tiffany was definitely one of my favorite transformations, from not only losing weight and getting healthier, but how it dramatically shifted her life. So if you are looking for that type of a shift and a lifestyle change, I'd love to talk to you. Again, make sure to apply at brianpirana.com/apply. Looking forward to talking with you.